For those of you not familiar with multiplying and dividing by 10, 100 and 1000, I recommend watching the first video of this playlist. We're looking here at converting units of measure when you're using mostly liquids. This is often known as volume, some people call it capacity. If you have a look at the litre jug, I'm going to fill that with orange juice, and we have 1 litre of the juice. If you look at the dropper beside that, it has 1 millilitre of orange juice in there. We would need 1,000 of those 1 millilitre drops to make 1 litre of orange juice. The smaller the unit, the more you need. So we need 1,000 of those drops to make 1 litre. The bigger the unit, the less you need. So if we were measuring a litre of orange juice, we would just need to use 1 litre jug to measure that. And if we needed to find out how many millilitres there were in that, we would need to divide the litre by 1,000. Remember, if we have 1 litre, that's 1,000 millilitres. If we have 4,500 millilitres, we have to divide that by 1,000 to find what it's worth in litres. If we look at how many whole thousands we have in that number, there are 4 whole thousands. That means there are 4 whole litres. The rest of that is 500 millilitres just left over. So we would put that after the decimal point. And those of you who already know how to write decimals will know that that's the same as 4.5. This time we have 78,312 millilitres. How many thousands of millilitres is that? There are 78 whole thousands of millilitres there, so that's 78 whole litres. The rest of that is just leftover millilitres, so that will come after the decimal point. 78.312 litres. Doing one the other way round, we have 2.398 litres. Because there are 1,000 millilitres in a litre, we have to multiply the litres by 1,000 to find how many millilitres there are. Because there are 2 whole litres, we know that we're going to have 2,000 and something. And when we multiply that by 1,000, it's 2,398 millilitres. If you want to pause the video and try filling in the gaps here, you can. I shall go through this now. 3,521 millilitres converted to litres. How many thousands of millilitres do we have? We have 3 whole thousands. The rest of that number will come after the decimal point. 3.521 litres. The next one, we have 4.5 litres. There are 4 whole litres, and that is equivalent to 4,000 millilitres. If we multiply 4.5 by 1,000, we have 4,500. The next one, we have 368 millilitres. We need 1,000 millilitres to make a litre, so it's not going to be a whole litre. The number of litres will be 0. When we divide 368 by 1,000, we have 0.368. Finally, we have 0.34 litres. It's not a whole litres, so when we convert this to millilitres, there won't be anything in the thousands column of that number. If we multiply 0.34 by 1,000, we have 340.